What is up, everybody? It's me again. It's JT Dangerous. I'm about to do my NXT Takeover the End predictions, which will be airing Wednesday night on the WWE Network. So if you haven't subscribed, go subscribe. Go get it now. Cheap plug. I will be doing this from where I think it's going to start, from which match is going to start first and which one's going to end. So keep that in mind. I'm going to start with the first match, which I think will start the whole shebang, and that will be the NXT Tag Team Championships, which is the Revival, Dash and Dawson, no flips, just fists, the Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson of this generation. If you get that reference, then yeah, good. Versus American Alpha, Chad Gable and Jason, the King of Hot Tags Jordan. And if you have not seen him get hot tags in NXT, you're in for. If you have seen it, you know what I'm talking about. This match could be as good as the one in Dallas. If you saw the one where they won the NXT Tag Team titles, the first match of the show, first match for NXT Takeover the End. Same dance, same story, and it's gonna be the same result. I'm taking American Alpha to win because I don't think Revival. I think the Revival's title aspirations are done. No offense, but I mean, there's other tag teams that deserve a lot more chance. Like the team that beat them last week on NXT, which is Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, who beat them clean. And you go into a NXT, you go and do an NXT takeover a week before, and you fight these Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Wrestling, and you lose. What is that telling you? You're gonna lose at Takeover. Like, you go into a pay-per-view with no momentum. No momentum, no win for you. So I'm taking American Alpha to win that match and retain their NXT Tag Team Championships. Second match. The debut of Andrea Cien Almas versus the Perfect 10 Ty Dillinger. Now, this could be a good match. I mean, don't know a lot about Cien Almas, other than the vignettes they've shown on NXT saying he's coming. He could be somebody different aspect to the NXT brand. I mean, if you have seen No Way Jose, and I know a lot of people like the guy, Mitchell Segal, he could have that the enthusiasm that people would like. Maybe. I mean, he's nowhere near where No Way Jose and Shinsuke Nakamura is going to be, but he could be up there. So I am going to pick Andrea Cien Almas to win that match. Sorry to even say his name. To win that match over Ty Dillinger. I think Ty Dillinger is just going to show him off. I think that's a good way to. He'll get a few pins here and there, but he won't beat him. Story of his life. He's beaten a few people, but when it comes to big time talent, he kind of falls short. Dolph Ziggler. So I'm taking Almas to win that match. Third match, which I think everybody's been waiting for on NXT, of who should deserve to be the next. I would think this should be a number one contenders match to see who would fight the champion after tonight. Shinsuke Nakamura versus the Austin Aries, the greatest man that ever lived. Now this, if you watch Shinsuke Nakamura and Sami Zayn in Dallas, amazing, right? This one, same exact thing. It's gonna be so much fun to watch this from like a wrestling standpoint. And if you thought Zayn gave him a fight, I guarantee Aries is gonna give him a fight. And Aries has beaten, like, let's say the height differentials a lot more different, because I have seen Aries beat taller guys than him. I've seen him beat Bully. I've seen him beat a lot of tall guys. So this is going to be another interesting test for him. But I am taking Shinsuke Nakamura because I think he needs it more. And I feel like they're trying to. I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but I feel like they're trying to turn Aries heel. Like, people like him, but they like Nakamura a hell of a lot more. If you haven't watched NXT, they were chanting Nakamura during his match and after his match. So I am going to take Shinsuke Nakamura to win that match. Now, the fourth match. The fourth match. The NXT Women's title. Nia Jax, the challenger, who she beat Carmella and Alexa Bliss to become the number one contender against Asuka, the reigning champion. Now, this is going to be a good, big girl against little girl. No offense to that. No offense to Nia Jax being the big girl. But, I mean, every wrestling fan's seen this. This is going to be like the Gail Kim against Awesome Kong stuff we saw in TNA, like on '07. Monster, I don't want to call Nia Jax a monster, but it's like a big chick, just like Awesome Kong, against a skinnier chick in Asuka. I just feel like they're shoving Nia down our throats so much. It's like, I know she's part of the Rock's family, but please, we already get enough Roman Reigns in our life. We don't need another one, please. But I am going to take Asuka to win this match, and I'm going to tell her she's going to pin her. She's not going to pin her. She will beat Nia Jax via tap out, like Bayley did in a Takeover, a couple, not at Dallas, but the year or two after, where Bayley tapped her out with a rear naked guillotine headlock, which was just tapped out. So I think this is going to be the same situation. Asuka will win by submission, so I'm taking Asuka to win this match and retain her NXT Women's Championship. And now, the main event for the NXT World Title. In the first time ever in NXT history, a steel cage match. Finn Balor, the challenger, versus Samoa Joe, the champion. Now, this could be a good match because it's a first time ever, and usually first time evers turn out to be good. Sometimes. I can't want to sell. I mean, that's maybe the only exception. But this is going to be like a match of somebody going into a match he's never been in versus a man who's been in a few cage matches in his lifetime. If you've not watched TNA, he has been in cage matches, and he won his first TNA World Title in a cage against Kurt Angle, 08 Lockdown. So this is like New Frontier versus heading back to the office, same old, same old. This is going to be one of those types of matches. And I am taking Samoa Joe to win because I think Finn Balor, this is a good way to end a rivalry. Like, this is the greatest way to end a rivalry. Because they used to do this with, they did it with Shawn and Triple H from 02 to 04. Like a great rivalry from the beginning. And then, best way to end it, put them in a Hell in a Cell. That was the best way to do it. You do the same thing with Cena and Edge. Great rivalry starting in, going right into TLC. Same thing with Orton and Cena. You have matches all the way up to the Iron Man match at Bragging Rights. So this is a good way to end it. It's so apropos they call it the end because this is the end of this rivalry. Because I am taking Samoa Joe to win this match, and I feel, and this is like a tease to what I'm gonna say next Saturday for my Money in the Bank. I think he's gonna help somebody win at Money in the Bank. I won't say who until Saturday when I do the Money in the Bank predictions. So I am saying Samoa Joe is gonna win, and Finn Balor is gonna either debut at Money in the Bank. He could be helping somebody, or he could be the seventh man in the Money in the Bank ladder match, which they still have not announced yet. So this could be a complete, the seventh man is Finn Balor, or he could be helping somebody win a match. I'm not gonna say who again. So once again, I am taking Samoa Joe. And that's about it. It's only 5 matches. I mean, what else can you say? It's going to be a fantastic night Wednesday. So I hope you enjoyed my prediction. Tell me what you think. How would you book this? How would you book this from the first match to the main event? Tell me what you think. Let's have a conversation about it. And after the show, write down your record of how many you got right, how many you got wrong. That's always fun to do. I went 5-1 for Extreme Rules, which was also fun to do. So I hope I will see you in the next video, and I will see you. Everybody have a good night, and God bless.